It's week 5 of the 2025 season, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Giants and the Commanders on Thursday night primetime.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, wild first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you say, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear. We know the contenders. We know the teams that have a long road ahead of them. These October games go a long way to setting the table come playoff time later in the season.
He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. They look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. And now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And now again he loses the football. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. Now, faking the give. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll throw out of the gun. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Commanders come up with it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack. And it's clear why. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
There he goes, inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's 1st and goal. In motion comes Beckham. And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back.
Holding offense.
So holding is the call, and take that touchdown off the board. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Back to the ground after the penalty. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Taking off.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
3rd and goal. It's Daniels. That's going to be caught. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up 4th down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Giants offense ready now for their 2nd drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They face 2nd down and 7. Tight end going in motion here. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Second down and 8. He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Singletary. And he's in! Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Giants move out to a 7-3 lead. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. A return now from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the fourth and long will end up in a turnover on downs. Slayton is the man in motion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Up the middle, here's Singletary. He'll be brought down inside the 25. Jordan McGee there on the stop. They need 8 as they come up for third down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Giants go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll go play action here with Daniels.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But
the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here comes Jackson on the return. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Commanders come up with it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
On second down, it's Daniels. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down. First and goal. Throwing now. Daniels. This one caught at the 4.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. To the goal line and in. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commanders. Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Off he goes. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down. Back to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders
Encroachment
to jump?
defense.
So now then, 1st and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he will dive into the end zone. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The Commanders will signal for the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. To the air again is Daniels. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. He is in. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his 1st extra point miss of the season. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense going to take over just before the half. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing and most...
This will be intercepted by Marshon Lattimore.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And Anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
He's got it! And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Throwing is Daniels. That's hauled in at the 2.
Holding offense.
Now it is 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. In the 1 o'clock games, the one that catches the eye happens in Big D at AT&T Stadium, a tough test for the Cowboys as they get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. The Commanders got a strong first half out of their quarterback, Jaden Daniels. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. To throw is Daniels. He'll go right and find his running back. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Commanders first down. On play action, Daniels. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. Play action. Here's Daniels. Now he'll run it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball. And that's what he's done in this one. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Jordan McGee there on the stop. A give to Singletary on the zone read. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing. And now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He has been terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he'll be taken down.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
Now he'll run. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down. Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete, and it is Beckham. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They gain 18 yards on that one. 1st down, Washington. He'll tuck it and take off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. In motion comes Beckham. And he's in. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Washington. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. Daniels now going to look to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
This taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So combination of really good defense at times and at times really bad offense.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught.
Holding offense.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Now Jones. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the
Holding
field.
offense.
That's in an area where usually this play gets erased. That one on the former number 7 overall pick back in 2022, Evan Neal. Now Jones. Now a screen going to be set up for Singletary. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen. They'll throw now 3rd and forever. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Jones. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. And he had to push through one tackler, but is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here. 3rd down and 9. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. He was trying to get it to Odell Beckham Jr. there, and that'll set up fourth down. The Commanders set to kick this one away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. On 1st and 10, here's Jones. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. It's second down. From the gun, it's Jones. This one is caught by Robinson. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. That is caught. It's Robinson.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Again, they'll throw with Jones. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. It would have stopped anyway as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Jones to the air again. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Third and long. Shotgun now for Jones. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And a short gain there, down only to the 48. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll throw with Daniels. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Working across the field, he's got Beckham. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Daniels now on 1st down. He's going to tuck it and go. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. That's seemingly pretty silly with 1 second left in the game. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.